Well, last night was the last day you could apply for our November 4th grant giveaway. Yeah, and that was $40,000 that we're giving away. And so about 70 people will get that. But what's happening with our grant giveaway is that people in past giveaways have not coming. We can't find them. We have all the information they gave us to find them, and we can't give them. So what we're doing is putting that money into a future one, and that would be December. So we have $20,000 extra in December we're giving away, okay? So that means it's $60,000. That means 70 people will get either $1,000 or $500 from our giveaway, okay? And that's so the application deadline is December 4th, so you'll get that in time. You should get that in time for Christmas presents to spend on Christmas and to have an extra $1,000 or $500 for Christmas. And it costs nothing to apply, except you have to be a member of Let's Go Help. And a member of Let's Go Help will also show you how to get $100,000 from the government, or at least the $14,000 that they give to every adult in America every year. And people don't realize that. I mean, most people don't even spend that much in taxes, right? So you have a chance to find out where to get that money back that they give out. It's an average now. Some people get more, some people get less. Yeah, certainly. I recommend this agent. He is filled. Yeah, hey, that SBA stuff, somebody wrote in here, that's a scam. Forget that. There is no, you call the government for that stuff. If you want to get an SBA loan, go here. Americas, AMERICAS, and then SBDC. .org. Go there, make an appointment with a free financial counselor for your business. Don't go to these people that are advertising, because they're going to get money from you one way or another. Go to somebody who's legit, has your helpful in mind, has your welfare in mind, and not theirs. Don't forget, anybody who's advertising like this got to pay for advertising, so they got to get money from you. All the people I give you are people who will give you money, not get money from you. See, and that's the important thing. And that's what we do at Let's Go Help, show you all that. No website will we ever give you that if people ask you for money. It may happen by accident. A lot of things happen by accident. I might get hit by a truck too. Please repeat the website. Well, the website is, you have to go to letsgohelp.com. Letsgohelp.com is where you become a member. And as a member, you apply to our grant. Every month we have a grant. It's usually $40. Now it's $60,000, okay? $40,000, so now it's $60,000. But more importantly, you get trained, individual training on how to apply for all the grants you're eligible. Nowhere in the country is anybody doing this like this, particularly for $20. Sure, you could get it if you want to spend $20,000. And I used to do that for that price. But now, I'm not interested in making rich people richer. I know there's too many people that are struggling through life and they need a little boost or whatever. That's who I want to help. Is there a grant to help me get dental work? I need $20,000 to get my dental work finished. Well, we can show you free places to get free dental work. Now, getting free dental work takes some effort on your part. They not just make one call. You're probably going to have to make a dozen calls or so to find the right place for you to get free or next to free kind of help. If you're not a member, go here and start looking at needy, N-E-E-D-Y, and then MEDS.org. Needy, N-E-E-D-Y, MEDS.org. And look at the dental consumer part help for dental there. And they have a lot of sources to start with there. We have a special report on that will give you, even more. But that's a good place to start, and you don't have to give me any money. There's people using my name and picture. I know there are a lot of scammers out there using my name. And the way to call them, if they charge you more, the way to spot them, if they charge you more than $20, it's not me. And if they guarantee you get money, that's illegal. Americas, not American. Regina, it's Americas, AMERICAS, and then SBDC.org, okay? That's where you want to start. Or another thing, you can go to sba.gov and just put in community navigators, and you can find them there, okay? No, Jack, it's for paying members. Sorry. And that's because we give them money. They're the people who keep us in business, and so if we make profit because of them, then they're the ones we feel that we should get any extra money to them. So that's important. But the most important thing is what's available coming up new every day. You know, here like in Illinois, they just started a new program, started yesterday. Okay, yesterday, if you have trouble paying your mortgage, you get a grant for $60,000. $60,000 grant. Just started yesterday, and it's going to close January 31st. So that's why, to me, when I talk about these things, even though you don't live in Illinois, it's important that you know every state has these. Every state starts and stops. Every state have new programs coming up all the time. So when you go somewhere and ask for help and they say, oh no, we gave all our money away, that doesn't mean there's not help for you, okay? And you have to learn that. You have to learn because that's the way the system works. You know, it's so many of us, even old farts like me, had their mind back in the 50s, you know. Now you can't think that way. Things change daily. You have to be nimble. You have to use the telephone, and more than just, you know, finding some website. And please do not use Google, okay? Or if you use Google, only go to websites that have .org or .gov, okay? Any other website, you're going to get money from you. What was that? First, thank you so much for your dedication, love, and support. Oh, that's so nice, Peter. Thank you. Even nature loves me. Why does nature love? You have a leaf on your head. Oh, I see. That's not part of my funny hair. I can't access my account. If you're live, and you could see maybe the credit card went out of date or something like that, you go to lesgohelpmember.com. lesgohelpmember.com, and you can see if your your account is active before you apply. Okay, the other thing, you know, we have a new email address for customer service. It's letsgohelp@gmail.com. That's our customer service. So if you need something to do. Okay, back to the $60,000 for a grant for a mortgage payment. Okay, $60,000. Now listen to this. The income, there is an income requirement. Remember that. But the income requirements astound me. This income requirement is people making up to $150,000. Can you imagine income requirement? Now, I don't know about you, if you're an old fart like me, you know, you grew up thinking that these programs that give out money is only for poor people. That's not. Law of vibration, all the vibration energy belongs to love what you do. That's right. Love is what we're composing. I believe, man. I mean, as I get older now too, see, to me the hearts, I realize that that's the only muscle, and I know it's not a muscle, but that's the only muscle you could keep growing. All the other muscles, you know, I walk slower, I lift less weights, I don't run as fast, I don't even run at all now. I trip too much, so I don't do that. Yeah. So all the other stuff, like I can't hear as well, I can't see as well, my mind doesn't work as well. Man, my mind feels like a Swiss cheese, yeah. But your heart, man, you could love more, you could love harder, you know, and then that's what old folks should be doing. Man, I have a favorite saying now. I said, if I knew 79 was going to be this much fun, I would have got here a lot earlier. Man, it's fun. So that's $60,000, okay? Wow, that's a grant. Just started yesterday and ends January 31st. Okay, also there's a lot of problems now, evictions. Evictions are going to start skyrocketing because, you know, the laws to evict now are no more working. So we're going to have a lot of people being evicted. So if you have problems with that, here's a place to go, or you're worried about it. See, even though you don't get an eviction letter yet, you should find out about it you know, what your options are, so you don't have to live in fear. You don't have to live in fear if you get information. The only thing that why people live in fear is because they have misinformation by some huckster on television like me, you know, or they have none information. So they worry, oh, I don't pay, then they're going to put me on the street. I've seen those pictures. No, find out what it is. And the first place I would do is go to something called Just, J-U-S-T, Shelter, SHELTER.org. JustShelter.org, okay? Go there, look for your state. They have free legal help in every state, dozens of nonprofits that will help you with free legal help. I just don't know how to ask for help. You just did. I need help. You don't have to know anything else, Regina. If you need help, you call these offices and say, I need help. Can somebody help me? If they say no, because we don't do that, we polish chimneys or some shit like that, then say, do you know of anybody that may be able to help me? You know, I can't pay my rent. I have a bill that they're yelling at me, okay? So that's what you do, Regina. There is no reason to, it's just fear. You have not dealt with the government. You have not dealt with the government except the DMV, right, and the IRS. And no, I mean, I used to be that way too, living in Wilkes-Barre, growing up like that. You know, I thought you had to have a law degree. No, you live in this country, then you have rights to all these people, you know, and that's important that you realize that. You know, they're here for you, you know, and if there'll be rude ones, there'll be mean ones, like everyone else. Call up Comcast and you'll find the mean ones and the rude ones. They're all over. You're not going to eliminate them. So you just have to plow through it, you know. And that's the important thing. And if you're looking for numbers to call, my two favorite places, 211.org and Find Help. Well done. Oh, Regina, is that true? Well, that's not, I think if you cry, I know when I cry, I love crying because I know something important happens. You know, how else are you going to know something important? Everybody says everything they do, everything, this is important. Yeah, you don't know. No, but if it touches your heart like that, that makes you cry, man, you just found something very important in life, you know. And that's why I love crying. As a kid, I was just made fun of. You know, you're a guy in the 50s and 60s, and that's not cool. Now I love it. I can't wait to do important things. It makes me cry. And that's important. So find help. I find that better because you have to call the agencies. You could call 211, and they're not so good because they can't know everything. But what you want to do is put in the key word, whether it's housing or utilities or debt or whatever it is, and you call the offices there. You may have to call 12 of them to see if they could help you. That's okay. It may take you an hour or two, but what the hell? What'd you do the last 2 hours? Nothing, right? Nothing that changed your life. Here, you spend 2 hours doing something. Tears wash away negative energy. Yeah. Here, you have 2 hours, you do something that could really change your life, and it doesn't. You're going to learn the system to be able to use it even more, to change more parts of your life. And that's what it is. You can't go around and believing people who advertise that saying this is the way to change your life. No, you change your life. And that's what it is. And you have to take control and change it and start trying sources, because anyone like me, I have to make money from you so I can keep doing this, okay? There are people out there who don't have to make money from you and will fix your problem. They're the ones you want, particularly if you don't have money. You have a lot of money, God bless you. Go spend your tail off and get all the expensive help you want. You know, if you don't have money, you can still get the problem solved. And that's what I'm trying to do. This is what Let's Go Help is, and that's why we have it for only $20, so you don't have to. Let the games begin, guys. And that's what's important about life, that you have options, but you don't know the options because the people who give you free options don't have advertising money to tell you about them. You know, so that's what's really important. And we have capitalism doesn't allow for that. Capitalism is great, but you don't need it all the time, and there's people that really need help. And there's other people who like helping, okay? And that's the government and nonprofit organizations. But they don't advertise, so you don't find them. So that's what Let's Go Help is for people to find all those programs that don't advertise in Google. And we have training, we have live video training, like 3 or 4 times a week now. You could ask us 100 questions a day, just start a new discussion and say, hey, let's go. My grandmother needs a new roof. Where could I go? I paid for the EIN, I have a business plan of the main material, and just ran out revenue and need a little bit of guidance. Okay, you want guidance for that? Okay, if you're a member, but you don't have to be a member, I'll tell you how to do it. You go to SBA.gov and put in community navigators, search for community navigators. There's thousands of these all over the country that will help you start or expand a business for free. Don't charge any money at all. Help you find money, they help you with legal problems, help you all kinds of any problem you have. They help you to start a business. You won't find them in Google because if you put start a business in Google, you're going to get people who are going to want to get money from you because they have to pay Google to find you, okay? But you don't have to live that way. And the rich people don't. They used to call, I used to charge people $10,000, $20,000 and go get this free stuff for them. They could do it themselves, but they're lazy. So now what we do is train America how to do this, and that's what's important. And so you could do it you learn how to drive a car, you learn how to use a phone, you learn how to use a computer enough, and the same thing with this. You just learn it. You're gonna fail a little bit in the beginning. That's fine. That's why we let you ask us 100 questions a day if you like. Keep failing. Hang in there. You're not growing if you're not failing. Okay, so we have foreclosure. You're worried about that? Okay. You go to justshelter.org and call those lawyers in your state and tell them I'm worried about foreclosure. Okay, another place to get information, need so much help, especially since I'm so far behind in rent. Well, there's a rental program too, for free, and it's not just one rental problem. Look at the last couple of videos I've done. I showed you there's a video I just did yesterday that shows you how to find all the rent grants where you live. I take you step by step through all that. You don't have to give me any money. That shows you how to find the rent grants where you live. It's not going to one place. You may have to go to a dozen places or even more. But I show you that process, show you where the websites are. I give you the websites. I give you everything you need. You'll never need me again, okay? You have to arm yourself. You have to get on that phone. And remember that it's going to take some work. You got in the problem not overnight. You're not going to get out of the problem overnight, okay? So it's going to take some effort on your part. You would like to, if there's a magic wand. Once in a while there is, but most likely it's not. Don't plan on a magic wand. Just be surprised when it happens. And that's what it is. So another one about eviction. You go to your state attorney general's office. Every one of those usually has a great package to help you with attorney. I called to and they told me there's no help in the area. Well, no, don't call 211. You hear me? Don't call 211. You go to 211.org, you put in rent, and you call all the programs and all the offices that are listed in 211. Look at that video that I told you I just did yesterday. There's a video that takes you step by step through the process. You're right. And then also, programs come and start new every day. There's new ones starting every day. So, and I show you that in the problem, how they, I forget what state it was. I think it was New Jersey. They had like $300 million. That went away, so they didn't take any more applications. Then they got another $200 million. That went away. Okay. Then they got another two. So 4 times they closed that program, but opened it again. Okay. So that's what's important. They have to learn the system. That's the kind of things that happen. when you play this game, okay? And otherwise, you don't get it, you know. So, I mean, the easy ones, the way, you know, the fallen stuff from the tree, okay, you could wait for those, and that happens too. But the problems that took you a long time to get into are going to take you some effort to get out of. We'd like to do it easily, and people like me who sell you, oh, all you have to do this, and 3 programs and 3 steps, and you get out of your problems, but that really doesn't happen. It happens sometimes, but no. And if you have money, you want to try it, fine. But you don't have money, then God, roll up your sleeves, do some work, and let me show you how to do it, okay? And again, I can't promise you. Nobody can promise that you'll get money. Only the people giving out the money, you know. And so anybody who's going to say, promise you money as long as you give them $700, you know, you're weak and vulnerable because you're in financial trouble. So you'll grab onto that and borrow $700 to get $2,000 or whatever the hell they say. That is absolutely wrong. You have to wean yourself out of it. Maybe the only way you do that is get screwed once in a while. I mean, I keep falling for stuff I shouldn't. Are you a let's go? Oh, I see. Tammy's asking that. Oh, listen, guys, I got to do a Zoom soon. Do a Zoom soon. Soon Zoom. So I got to finish my exercising, get back to do my Zoom. Okay, so Zoom you later. Oh, okay, letsgohelp.com. Or if you don't want to join, if you're not on Facebook, go to letsgohelp2.co. That's for non-Facebook users. You want to be a non-Facebook user? Glad to have you.